It's crazy how, Liverpool had gone from an amazing, unplayable, an incredible team to a team now that anybody can just play and pick up 3 points. Yes, they won one game here, won one game there, but all of a sudden it just turned out to be very, very terrible for them because somehow Liverpool first 14 Premier League games they won 9, drew 4, and lost 1. They picked up 31 points, scored 36 goals, and conceded 19. Where were they on the league table? They were 14th on the league table. But the last moved them to the last 14 games that they've played in the Premier League. They played 14 games, won only 3, draw 3, and lost 8. Picked up a maximum of 12 points, and they scored only 11 goals. In that process, they've also conceded 17 goals. Just think about it for a minute. How did Liverpool go from such an amazing team, and even starting the season very well, at one point on top of the log, looking like they were going to defend their title, to what they are right now? You really can't place a finger on it, because some of the teams that they've lost to are teams that even the players that they've got can win against them. Let's look at the team, the way they play. You have Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, even Diego Jota that was missing is back on the team. But unfortunately, one of the things that is tactically missing in this team is the shining teeth of the coach, Jurgen Klopp, as he no longer smiles. And once the smile disappears, the team disappears. It tells a whole lot about the role of Virgil van Dijk. Now, you're making me want to agree with those people who called for him to be given the Ballon d'Or, even though I don't support that call anyway. But it seems like since he left, it doesn't, the team doesn't know how to come together again. The leadership that he brings to the team, the command, the control, and then almost everybody in that midfield, Gigi Wijnaldum and the rest of them, seem to have lost interest. Reminds me of the last couple of days of Andrea Shavin in the Arsenal jersey. He's playing, he's there, but his spirit and his soul was not there anymore with the team. That's something that is happening with a lot of the players of Liverpool. Can the coach now decide, you know what, let me rip this team apart, take all of them down, and then bring in the new set? This thing they talk about World Cup winning coaches and their loyalty to the players that won them the World Cup. So let's go back a little bit and go to 2010. The 2010 World Cup, Spain won the World Cup, and the coach decided in 2014 to rely on those players that won them the World Cup. The next World Cup, rely on the player that won the World Cup for Spain. And what happened? They were knocked out in the group stage. In 2014, Germany won the World Cup again, and then in 2018, Joachim Löw had gone to Russia in 2017 for the Confederations Cup and used a different team that won the competition for him, and they were very, very brilliant. Instead of him making a mix and bringing a balance and competition to the team, he decided again to go with Mesut Ozil and stick with those players that won him the World Cup. Loyalty became his greatest Avenger. His kryptonite was loyalty. Now again, Jurgen Klopp, 2 transfer windows have come and gone since they won the league title, and he decided he wanted to stay loyal to this team, this front line that won him the title, won him the Champions League the season before, took him to the finals the finals of Champions League 2 seasons before in Kiev, and also took him to the finals of the UEFA Cup 3 seasons or 4 seasons before now to lose to Sevilla. He felt he needs to be loyal to these guys. If they made it before, the gospel minister would say, if he did it before, he would do it again. He thought they were going to do it again, but unfortunately, this one did not work at all. Even though to me, Dakolo, my brother and my friend will say everything will work well, God will open doors. The doors were not opening. Every door is shutting, everything is slamming closed for Liverpool. What do you think, if you're watching this video, you're listening to me right now? The first question I'm going to ask you, do you think that Liverpool needs to get rid of Jurgen Klopp, bring in Steven Gerrard, and then start the project afresh again? Because it seems like even if Steven Gerrard come in, these players might not be motivated enough to play for him. Would they, do they need to let these players go? We hear that Barcelona wants Mohamed Salah. We also hear that Real Madrid wants Sadio Mane. We hear that Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund is looking for Roberto Firmino. Should they let these players go and bring in new set of players? Because they're still going to make some good money out of these players. Let them go, bring in some new player, start the project again, and hope that in the next 3, 4, 5 years, they will be competing for the title. What do you think should be Liverpool's fate? Because this time around, I'm not even in a position to decide what their fate should be. I wish China Cheru or all of those Liverpool fans all over the world, Simon Bono in the US, in Houston, could come in and join in on this conversation and tell me what they think Liverpool should do, because this is the coach that won you the Champions League, took you to the finals of the Champions League, took you to the finals of the UEFA Cup, won you the league title after 30 years of not winning it. How do you tell that coach to go? It will be very, very ungrateful for the fans of Liverpool to stand up and say, oh, Jurgen Klopp out. But then look at the club, the fortunes of the club. The club is really swimming down like a shark. They are not staying on top, and that's not too good for them, because at the end of the day, they just might not qualify for the Champions League. And not only lose out on the Champions League, they also might lose out in qualifying for the UEFA Europa Cup. And that means that the first time in a very long while, the defending champions of the Premier League will not be playing in the European competition next season. Yes, a lot of people are saying they might find a route back into the competition by winning the UEFA Champions League, but I dare to say that this performance of this Liverpool team, RB Leipzig may have messed up, but if they meet a Bayern Munich, they will be teared apart. If they meet a Paris Saint-Germain, they just might be shredded. There are a lot of teams in the competition that would still be able to beat them. But I don't know. What do you think? If you're out there, I think it is the best time if you join in and put in a few comments and tell what you think Liverpool should do. If you are in charge of Liverpool, what would be your call? Will you, grit your teeth, close your eyes, and say, Jurgen Klopp, it's time to get the boots and kick him out? I don't know, but I depend on you on that one.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.